I was reaching for bananas when a woman's voice made me freeze mid-motion. Planning to feed your pet monkey? I turned slowly to see an elderly woman staring directly at my daughter Maya, her wrinkled face twisted with contempt. Before I could find the words to respond, she knelt down until she was eye level with my child and whispered loud enough for me to hear, "What an ugly little creature you are." Then her phone flashed bright in the fluorescent lights. She'd taken Maya's picture. Maya squeezed my hand so hard it hurt, her small fingers digging into my palm. "Delete that, now." My voice shook with barely controlled rage, my whole body trembling. The woman's fingers flew across her screen with practiced ease. People need to see what happens when you betray your own kind. This mixed breed doesn't belong here. She was posting it right in front of me, without shame or hesitation. She's 8 years old. You can't post pictures of children without permission. I reached for the phone, but she jerked it away, surprisingly quick for her age. Too late. Already shared with 300 people. And if I were you, I'd leave this store before my friends arrive. She shuffled toward the exit, still typing furiously. Maya's voice was barely a whisper, broken and small. "Mommy, I want to go home. We're leaving right now, baby. I promise." I abandoned our half-full cart and headed for the door, pulling Maya close against my side. A man in a maintenance uniform stepped directly into our path, blocking the exit. His eyes were cold and calculated. "Where do you think you're going?" "Excuse me, we need to leave." I tried to walk around him. He moved to block us again, his mop handle like a barrier. "Your daughter tracked dirt all over my clean floor. Filthy animals, both of you." I grabbed Maya's hand tighter and ran. We burst through the automatic doors into the parking lot, the afternoon sun blinding after the dim store. That's when I saw our car. Every single window was destroyed, shattered into thousands of pieces. Glass covered everything, glittering like deadly diamonds. Maya started sobbing, her whole body shaking. A woman was getting into a white truck 3 spaces away. She looked directly at me and smiled before driving away slowly. Then I saw what she'd left behind. 2-word spray painted across our hood in dripping red letters that made my stomach turn. "Get in the car, Maya. Hurry, baby." I buckled her in with shaking hands, glass crunching under my feet. The engine wouldn't start when I turned the key. I tried again, pumping the gas pedal. Smoke began pouring from under the hood, thick and black. "Mommy, behind you." Maya's door flew open violently. A man in a baseball cap reached for her with rough hands. I threw myself across the seats, hitting his arms as hard as I could, feeling the impact in my bones. He came around to my side with heavy footsteps. My door opened. I saw his fist coming but couldn't move fast enough. The punch knocked everything sideways. My ears rang with a high-pitched whine. Blood filled my mouth, hot and metallic. "Mommy, help me." Maya's scream cut through everything else. More people surrounded the car now, their faces blurred. The man was fighting with her seatbelt while she kicked and screamed with everything she had. Hands grabbed my hair, yanking my head back painfully. I swung blindly, but hit nothing but air. The seatbelt clicked open with a sound that stopped my heart. He started dragging Maya out while she clawed at anything she could reach, leaving scratch marks. Her shirt tore at the shoulder. Her shoe came off and fell to the pavement. "Please, no, don't take her." My voice sounded far away, like someone else was speaking. They pulled her from the car, despite her fighting. The old woman from inside was recording everything on her phone. The janitor stood watching with crossed arms. Others just stared as they carried my screaming daughter away toward a dark van. I tried to follow, but someone shoved me down hard. My vision kept going black at the edges. Maya's voice got quieter, more distant. Then hands were in my pockets, taking my phone and wallet. Someone said something about teaching people like me a lesson about staying where we belong. I forced myself to stay conscious, to remember their faces, to keep breathing through the pain. Because they had Maya, they had my daughter, and I had no idea what they were going to do to her. Sirens wailed somewhere in the distance. Maybe real, maybe in my head. But the empty booster seat with her other shoe inside was definitely real. They'd taken my baby, and even though I could barely move, even though blood ran down my chin, I made myself a promise. I would find her, no matter what it took, no matter how long.